Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to welcome back Medford Parks and Recreation Director Rich Rosenthal. Rich, good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Great to be back.
Yeah, good to have you here. So we had you here a couple months ago talking about the Aquatics and Events Center that Medford Parks and Rec is looking to begin building this year, or at least get the groundwork going on. City Council still backing you guys on this project, correct?
Absolutely, yes. The support from the City Council has been great, and they've given us the go-ahead to continue working on the project.
Yeah, it's exciting for you, and it's exciting for many in Medford. So the hotel transient tax is going to be on the ballot. That's what City Council approved last Thursday. What will that look like for voters?
Well, it'll be on the May 2020 ballot. So the City Council referred the ballot question to voters, which is, would they support a 2% increase in the transient lodging tax, also known as the hotel motel tax, the bed tax, from 9% to 11%. So in the city's charter, any increase to the lodging tax has to be approved by voters. And the last time they did that, I believe, was in 2003. It was a 3% increase back then to 9%. So it's the question is 2% increase, and that would generate about 21% of the cost of the facility, to build the facility.
Okay, and just to be clear, that's people who are paying for hotel rooms in the city of Medford. That's something they pay for, though we may vote on it, we may not be paying for it.
Correct. Pretty light touch on Medford residents. This is something a lot different than the property tax increase. This is a lodging tax, which most people who live in Medford probably don't spend a whole lot of time in hotel rooms here, so it would probably have a minimal impact.
Yeah, and so the facility roughly in the 60 million area. What about the rest of the funding? You said that the hotel tax is 21%. Where's the rest of the money coming from?
Well, the largest would be the city rebonding on U.S. Cellular Community Park construction bonds, which are almost to the point where they can be paid off early. In fact, they are to the point where they can be paid off early and then rebonded for this project. The next largest would be a potential increase to the park utility fee of $2.40 per month per utility fee customer. That would be 31%, and then 4% would be an adjustment to the citywide, to the airport car rental tax to make that a citywide car rental tax. So those are the four funding mechanisms.
And the Parks and Rec utility fee, is that something we vote on as well?
No, that is something that the City Council can do unilaterally by a majority vote.
Okay.
And I suspect if voters approve the lodging tax in May, that would be something that the Council would take a look at shortly thereafter. Okay,
all right, very good. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll go back over this project and go through some of the bells and whistles, if you will. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Medford Parks and Rec Director Rich Rosenthal talking about your vision specifically for an aquatics and events center in Medford, and part of that, the hotel transient tax, as it's called, will be on the May ballot for the city of Medford, going from 9 to 11% on that tax. How much is this facility going to cost?
Between 57 and 61 million.
Okay, and yeah, those of course current cost estimates, as we've heard with the jail conversation. If things get pushed off, oftentimes the costs do of course rise. So what features does this multi-million-dollar facility have?
Well, on the aquatic side, it features an indoor recreational pool, about 6,500 square foot tank, which would be a modern replacement for the Jackson Aquatic Center, which is 60 years old. It would be include a couple of water slides. Those are the types of things that are very popular with kids and families, obviously.
A tourist draw even. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's where a lot of revenue can be generated from this type of facility. Then on the a second pool under the same roof, competitive pool, it would be a 25 by 33 meter pool, something that the Valley does not have anything like this, and that obviously it would be used for swim meets and competitive team use, but also for swim lessons and water polo. There are any number of things that you can do in a pool that's 25 by 33 meters. And then there's an outdoor splash pad that would be seasonal. So that is the type of aquatics facility that is deficient in the Rogue Valley, and actually anywhere from between Eugene and Redding, California. So it would be a regional draw, but it would be built to meet the needs of Medford families and citizens.
And you already have a spot picked out for this. We haven't talked about that. At West Howard Sports Park, is that
In
right?
West Medford on the corner of Ross and Ross Anley. Ross Anley is Jacksonville Highway. So that is 58 acres. That is the ideal location in terms of accessibility and the ability to build something there and have room to expand in the future, maybe in future decades, and that we're not shoehorning something into a place that, and there's no ability to expand the service in the future if that's the direction that goes. So West Howard Sports Park is on 58 acres in the West Medford. So we think it's a great location.
Yeah, a lot of room to build, if you will. And this is also, because you are talking about a large facility. There is, as you say, room to grow, but this can be an event center as well, which Medford doesn't have.
So the total indoor square footage, 163,000 square feet, 90,000 square feet, almost 2 acres of covered indoor space that would just be open for whether it's configured for recreation, basketball, volleyball, pickleball courts, those types of things, but also trade shows, conferences, concerts, and also, given climate change and the impacts of that, a place where outdoor events can be relocated to the indoors, a large venue with an adequate parking to be able to support emergency response or other entities in the valley that might need an alternate venue.
Okay, and you brought, love the brochure, you brought this, so this is available on the website right now?
It is at playmedford.com. It is educational, just the information about the project as it's been proposed. It is not a call for action, so because it's been referred to the voters, my role is to provide information and facts about the project.
Okay, great to see you. Thanks for doing just that.
Thank you so much.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.